Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Echoes of Malus. When last we left off, the players tried to negotiate a ceasefire between the clerics of the canyon and the traders who were trapped there, and that has not gone well so far. Lee was younger. What do you look like, Lee? What's changed about you recently?
So, I misspoke end of last session. Lee was 23, and he has de-aged 9 years to 14. So he has lost a couple inches, actually, which I think in the moment he's probably going to chalk up to sinking in the mud a little bit. And he has grown a full head of hair. Whatever stubble he had on his face is gone. He also...
No, I don't think the stubble is gone. I think that you have a wispy little mustache, and that's it.
He's got the worst mustache known to man. He's got every 14-year-old's mustache ever before they learn how to shave. But he has a head full of curly, thick, curly black hair.
Ooh.
And it's not quite coming down past his eyes, which is, I think, the only reason that he hasn't noticed it yet. Is his eyebrows are still as severe as ever. But he does have, he looks scrawnier, his head looks a little too big for his body.
All right. So back into initiative. It's Zaya's turn, but she is sleeping, so is not going to do anything. We're back to the top of the turn order. Aila. A lot has happened. Ali is now wobbling like a drunk. Zaya and Lama are both asleep on the ground. There is a camouflaged area of spike growth that has surrounded all the traders. And perhaps the most bizarre of everything, Lee is now a boy. A young boy. What are you doing?
There's only one person still awake, or is it?
Ali and Ul Hassan are both still awake. Ali definitely seems like he's at the end of his capability.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to cast Sleep again to see if I can...
Fuck it. Let's do it.
Out.
That's a beautiful move. I love that.
Is that not a concentration spell?
It is not.
Oh, that's cool. You're just burning a spell slot, assuming.
Yeah. It burns a spell slot, and I can upcast it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to cast it with a level 2, and that's 30 points.
Captain Ali and Old Hassan fall to the ground, asleep. You all have 1 minute.
Wow.
Okay, guys. What are we going to do to keep from, killing these guys?
No time. Tie him up.
Yeah, they seem a lot... Hang on.
Lee, are you okay?
What's wrong with me?
Connor looks over and he loses concentration. He's casting the spell, looks over. What in the my spell completely dissipates. He's just like,
Connor!
I think Kato is grappling with Captain Ali, so when he falls asleep, he drops him and just immediately starts tying them up, but looking very weirdly at Lee.
You have rope?
In my pack, yeah.
Okay.
He does that. Ayla's going to walk over to Lee, give him a little pat on the head because he's so much shorter than she is, and just say, "What's all of this?" And just run her hand through all the curls on his head.
Connor, give me a hand.
Okay. He just looks over at Lee and goes back. He's like, I don't know what's going on.
How long is the rope that you have, by the way?
I have 50 feet.
50 feet? Okay, you guys have plenty of rope to get it done.
Okay, all right.
Give me a DC 10 sleight of hand check each. And tell me, before you tell me what you roll on it, tell me which two of them that you're tying up.
I'm definitely getting Captain Ali, and Old Hassan is closest to me.
Okay, and then Connor, you're getting Lama and Zaya?
Yeah.
Okay. We know just that Connor succeeded. So, Kato?
I did not. I got a 5.
All right, we'll come back to that in a second.
My dexterity is -1.
I'm just I'm hog tying them and looking over are you okay over there? Do you help?
Lee reaches up and grabs a curl and stretches it out in front of himself, and his eyes widen in terror. I think he stumbles and kind of like falls back into the mud. We're right next to the oasis, or we're in the oasis, right? Because we just tried to use the exit.
Yeah, you're standing at the edge of the river.
Yeah. Lee looks up at Aila and he's like, "What is this? Why'd they do that?"
Something happened whenever you fired your katalyst. I mean, honestly, if you had blonde hair, you would look like my little brother.
You have a brother?
Yeah.
Lee wants to take a look at the katalyst and just see if there's anything he can find about it. He might just, honestly, yeah, I want to take a look at it. Is there like a check I can make?
Yeah, Arcana.
Okay, sick. That is a 7 + 6 for a 13.
13. I should have given you a DC before this. And you're trying to determine what happened?
I think, or why it would do something I didn't tell it to do.
I think that would be a DC 15. I think at this point you're not sure. Maybe you did it on accident?
Okay, no worries.
Kato, you are tying up Ali and Hassan. You finish up tying Ali and you move over to old Hassan and begin to wrap some ropes around his wrists. But before you're able to get it tied off, his eyes open.
Quick, everyone look menacing.
Yeah, no.
We're going to be back in turn order, starting with old Hassan's initiative. He is going to, I would say you have him grappled, but not restrained. I'm picturing it as he is flat on his stomach. You've got a knee on his back, tying his wrist. So he's going to roll athletics against you. You're going to roll athletics against him. He gets a 10.
I also got a 10.
Ooh. Meets it, beats it, I believe, in the defenders.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's actually a 12. Sorry to be
sure.
There. I only added my strength modifier.
No, that's actually...
Well, look at +2.
Oh, sorry. I rolled 3 nat 20s in a row.
Yeah, I did read the dice wrong. That is 3 nat 20s.
So he is still grappled by you. He used his action to try to get away from you, and that did not work. Does not have a bonus action.
Shit you not, it was actually a 13. I just cannot read that small of a number.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so he used his action to try to get out. Does not have a bonus action. So moving on to the next person. Lama and Zaya are awake and squirming, but they're fully restrained. Yeah, all they can do is try to escape. So this is going to be a one-time thing. I'm going to start with Zaya. She gets an 8. She is not able to get out of her restraints. Lama flexes her muscles and begins to grunt and groan against the toil of her rope. She gets a 6. They are fully hogtied and cannot move.
Man, he just wipes his brow. Kyle wipes his brow. Wow. Because they've been working on a ship for so long, and maybe tie ropes pretty good.
Yeah, that would have been embarrassing for you if they got out, huh?
Yeah.
Lee?
Yeah, good thing my knots were so good as well.
looks over.
Lee, you're seeing that Kato is struggling with old Hassan. Lama and Zaya have failed to escape, and Ali is becoming awake at this moment. What are you doing?
Lee puts the katalyst away and just gets up and walks over to where old Hassan is pinned and kneels down next to him. Is like, "You seem like a reasonable man. Can you get them to stop?" That's it.
Yeah, I think that's DC. That's not going to be an easy one, I don't think.
No, that's fair. We're fighting them, but
yeah, I think DC.
We've got
20,
a pretty strong upper hand here. 11 + 6, 17.
17. He doesn't say anything. He just glares at you.
Okay, I'm going to cast Calm Emotions.
All right. I'll roll for all 4 of them. What did you say the saving throw was?
It is a charisma saving throw. The save DC for my spells are 14 right now.
Okay. Ali gets a 6. Hassan gets an 8. Zaya gets a 7. And Lama gets a nat 20.
Wow.
I was taking notes and I wrote all of them fail right before you gave Lama's roll result. And I'm like, I'm going to jinx it.
She's pissed. She's just absolutely pissed right now.
Lama's been the angriest at us this whole time, I think. So I think that characterization works really well.
It checks out. It checks out.
Yeah.
As soon as the spell washes over everyone, she just starts spouting profanities. Fuck you all. You can go fuck yourselves.
Okay.
We are going to exit initiative because there's no longer any conflict with anyone who has an ability to conflict with you. Ali and old Hassan are now tied up.
Yeah, we've got about a minute.
Somebody else try to tie them.
I go tie him up.
Ali kind of sits up on his haunches, if you'll allow it. Do you?
I mean, I didn't tie him up well. I you know what? I help him up.
Yeah, exactly. Help him to a seated position. We need to talk.
Ali sits up. Lama is still cursing you all from behind. Ali turns over his shoulder and says to her, Lama, stop. And she does not say anything, but the anger does not leave her eyes. And he looks up at you, Kato. So, what's the plan now?
You know, I haven't gotten that far. I just know that killing the clerics or attempting to is probably the bad one.
We don't want to kill you guys either.
I know. I don't want to kill you either, but it does seem like it's us or them. There's no guarantee anyone is coming for us. And now, I guess I don't know. Whatever spell you cast on me, I don't feel the fear that I felt a moment ago. So I don't know that the clerics killed young Hassan. But there is a risk of that. And regardless, they won't let us leave.
I think the clerics are just as scared as you are.
Why don't we find young Hassan?
We could try that. We would have to search this whole area, which I'd be okay with.
Let's
Might
do
as
that
well.
before we go to fighting anymore.
You
Please.
haven't looked for young Hassan since he went missing?
Well, I don't think that it's not as easy to think whenever you're tired and terrified. So, in a way, actually, thank you for this spell. My head's been clear for the first time in days.
Lee gives a thumbs up.
Okay. He just kind of puts his hands up. Okay, let's go look for him. I'm willing to help you.
Are you going to keep us restrained?
Right. Do we want to let them out and have them help us?
If you promise not to try to kill us, or try to just turn your back on us and go try to kill the clerics right away,
Should we just take their weapons?
They may need them. I honestly think we have to work together.
What if young Hassan is in their cave?
We have to find a way to possibly look.
There's 4 of them and 4 of us. Why don't we take their weapons and pair off?
I'm not very comfortable with that. Even if I hadn't, lost a couple inches recently, I'm not very, martial, I guess. And they all look like they can fight.
Captain Ali, can we work together to try to find a solution to this? We're stuck here too. Obviously, since what we thought was our means of exit is no longer there. But we really don't want to kill the clerics, and we don't want to kill you. And I very strongly feel like there is some sort of another party that's causing the problems here.
As you say this to Ali, give me a perception check.
17.
17? Okay. He is trying to hide it, but you see the spell is wearing off, and Captain Ali's eyes dilate, and his breathing gets quicker and heavier.
Guys, I think we need to figure out how to resolve this. I don't think we're going to come to an amenable situation. That's just my feeling. Captain Ali, please, last chance. Can we work together? We want to find young Hassan.
Yeah, I want to help you. Because I think that you can help us, hopefully. So he turns back to Zaya, Lama, and old Hassan and says, "We're gonna help them, okay, guys?" And he turns back to you. "We're gonna help you. You can take our weapons if you need to. I would ask that you please don't, just so we can protect ourselves."
Can we wait? Let's sit here for a few minutes, and while the spell wears off, because I really want to trust you, but I want to make sure that it's not from the effect of the spell. Does that seem reasonable to you?
Whatever you need.
I tell you what, can we just hang out here for like an hour and let everybody come out of this with clearer minds before we make any other moves? I mean, the sun's going down, right, Jake?
Yeah. It's golden hour right now. It's about to get dark.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, we're in a valley, we're not going to have a lot of light soon.
Yeah, calm down, quench your thirst, just breathe.
Right, let's all relax and we can maybe get to trust each other a little bit more before we untie everybody and hand you your weapons. I have nothing against you guys, I
don't have anything against you either, it's just...
Doesn't feel good to have somebody trying to kill you.
I don't think it's safe to be here anymore, and I'm afraid staying here another night will result in more deaths.
Well, let's camp together. Let's huddle up.
You don't know young Hassan's dead, do you? Can you leave here not knowing for sure that he's...
I feel it in my gut. He's dead.
Well, then the only question is whether or not the clerics killed him, right? We'll find out. And if they did, clerics sometimes have to be taken out. But I don't think we can act rashly here.
We've been here for 7 days. I don't think it's rash at this point.
Okay, my mistake. That's fair. I was... From our point of view, this has all happened very, very quickly. Especially after the week that we've had. So just do us this favor, sit with us, and we'll start searching either tonight or in the morning.
I can create a shelter that would protect us through the night, and we could use tomorrow then to search for young Hassan or some sign of what happened to him.
I do, if you all are helping us, I do feel somewhat safer. You have strange powers that you must be blessed by the clerics.
We could shelter together and set dual watch, one of our team and one of your team, through the night so that we can all rest and be fresh in the morning, and then look for young Hassan or a way out of here.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Should we test the oasis a bit more to see if there are any other options?
I really think we're at... Listen, you can throw all the fruits in there you want, but I really... It's familiar to me, that up arrow, down arrow. In the Tagmatic Order, there was a lot of... I mean, we're all over the world, right? So there's deliveries, there's mail people. We sent out scriptures constantly. It's a delivery system. It's an in and an out. And Tiflin Min described it as such, but I think it's just broken one way. Again, I mean, be my guest. Like I said, if you want to chuck stuff at it, it could be kind of fun, but...
Well, we have a short amount of time until night is upon us, so we need to... If we're going to try it, then let's try it. Otherwise, let's start preparing for night.
Well, we threw ourselves into it. We didn't throw any objects into it. It made us be living things.
So let's just do it. Let's just once try throwing something through it and see what happens.
Aila, do you want to set up the shelter that you referenced while we mess with this?
Yeah, if you guys want to do that, then I'll So just so you know, we're going to be kind of close together. We have to stay within, I'll have to sit in the center. We have to stay within 10 feet of me.
Huddle up.
Oh, are you guys gonna unbind us?
No, let's not do that yet.
No, not just yet. Well,
Just drag him in here.
You all have been here longer than us. Do you have any idea how long we have until dark?
I would say about 10, 15 minutes.
Okay. Are you okay then with us all? We're all going to sit around you all together. I'll sit in the center, and then I'm going to cast this spell. Okay.
Okay.
And once we've kind of been here for a little bit, then we can. One of these guys or a couple of these guys will go out and test that portal to see if we can get anything to go through, and then while we're all kind of having our settling in, we'll remove your restraints.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. So you all gather around Aila. So you cast this spell, and from inside, you all see no change.
Okay.
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked. I can feel it.
Well, I guess it's time to mess with the oasis.
Yeah.
Kato says as he walks out, and half of his sentence is cut off by the wall.
I think he said go with him. I just start following. He's just like,
Well, so Kato, as you step out, everyone else can hear you, but you don't hear
I
any
just can't
response.
hear them.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like putting my hand out.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of putting his head like, is it here? Where's the wall? He's like, is it anywhere?
Hope they remember where they're at, where we're at.
Well,
That'd
from
be
the
bad.
outside, what does it look like, Aila?
From the outside, I mean, we're coming on dusk. It's kind of a dark greenish brown, depending on what direction you're looking at it. Kind of blends in with the background of the trees and the grass around. It's almost like you look at it, and unless you know it's there, you think you're just looking at the surrounding scenery.
Okay. So, Liamon's tiny hut is up.
That's great, Beth. I want to say I was really considering taking this spell or a really similar spell myself. So I'm glad you brought it.
Yeah, this one comes with my character.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Looks back. Huh. Put his hand, touches the wall.
Your hand just moves right through it.
Whoa.
Kato does the Ace Ventura bit where he opens the soundproof door open and close while he's screaming. He's just going, ah!
Just really bothering everybody inside the hut.
Whenever I see it stick his head, I like waving at him. Hey, Kato! Trying to catch him. Kato!
Oh, sorry, what?
Hey, make sure you don't forget where we are, because if you do, you may not be able to find us very easily, especially as it gets darker.
All right. Let's give it a shot. Bye.
I guess I continuously walk to make the gate open again.
It glows blue, and you see downward facing arrows in the water.
Okay, let's just go down.
You activate the downward facing arrows. It pops up with the screen. There is a single bright white dot down in the oasis to the south, and all the other dots that you see on the screen are grayed out.
I click on it.
It begins to spin, and then a tear in the world opens up until it's large enough that you are able to step into it.
Well, I'm not going to step into it. That threw me about 20 feet.
Kato throws a fruit through it.
Yeah, Lee also hucks a date at it.
You both throw fruit in. Connor, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
DC 15.
I'm fine. Let's see, it's a 13 plus 5, so that'd be 18.
18. You sidestep two fruit that come barreling out at you.
What if we, reverse the polarity or something?
Do you think I know how this works? I try to find
switch hands.
I try to throw a rock into it.
I'll make the dexterity save.
You throw a rock into it. Yes, Kato, give me a dexterity save.
That is a nat 20.
Nat 20. You catch the rock. It doesn't even hurt.
Okay, are there other things to click on? You said there was an up arrow and a down arrow. Does the up arrow go to the same?
There's no up arrow, just a down arrow.
I just keep going down then.
I mean, if you hover the glove over the down arrow in the water, it pops up with the screen. It doesn't have any interactable things on the screen other than the little dots.
Okay, so it is a one-way. We've basically established this. It is a one-way.
All right, I'm out of ideas.
You guys want to start some fires?
Fires?
Always.
Okay, I guess I shut the portal down because it doesn't work.
Okay.
Lee, any more ideas?
I just wanted to
More
light
dates?
the place up a little bit no, but that was really fun to throw. Do you think we could weaponize that somehow?
Yeah, like a batting cage.
Yeah, like
Quick, throw a date. I pick up a stick near me.
if we somehow dropped a bunch of stones into it when somebody was in front of it, do you think it would work? Would hurt them?
Probably.
Ooh, I dump all my arrows into it.
Oh my god. Oh, spirits, no.
It'd be like, oh, it's like one of those big arrow cannons I see, and they shoved a bunch of arrows into the cannon and just launched it. It was just a giant shotgun. Great.
Kato takes the rock that he caught from Connor throwing it at the portal and just chucks it as hard as he can at the oasis to try to skip it and walks back to the camp out of frustration.
Give me a sleight of hand. DC 15.
Percussive maintenance. Yeah, no.
It plops. It doesn't skip.
Yeah, I was thinking we start some fires so we can see if anything tries to sneak up on us. I mean, they know where we are. Like, there's not a lot of places to go, so we might as well give ourselves a better line of sight, right? Is that dumb?
I think we should have 3 people on shift during watch.
You don't think 2's enough?
Well, last night when Zaya and Hassan were on watch, he left to go relieve himself, and that's when he went missing.
As long as everybody stays inside this hut, nothing else can come in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
The importance then of having a watch is just if something comes, we can wake the others so that we can be prepared if...
We should only relieve ourselves within the dome.
I think it would be good for everybody to try to relieve themselves before we really start to settle down. So maybe, here in the last few minutes of dusk, maybe everybody can do that except, me, because if I leave, we have problems. So I can move around inside it. I just can't leave it. And I can make it lit so that we still can see inside.
Okay. Yeah, I got nothing. I wanted to start fires so that we could see, like, if the Jackal and the Ibis decide to, like, come at us for some reason. I wanted to have just a little bit more of a heads up on that because, I mean, you're already using this ability, and you may have already used your Twilight Domain or something, but like, I don't have dark vision. I don't think any of us do except for you. I just want to put some like, not even signal fires, just literally fires for a little bit of extra light. Like, I don't know, every 50 or 100 feet or something. Is that dumb?
I don't know that that's a bad idea. I don't know. We just don't want them kind of circled up to where it, obviously points to exactly where we're sitting, but...
They know where we are.
They know where we are. Yeah, the general area, maybe. Yeah. I guess
this is their home turf, Like, they know that we're not leaving the valley. I figure it doesn't make that much of a difference.
And they can't get through the barrier.
Right. So we'll be safe regardless, but if we need to, we could like square up a little earlier. Lee's just going to walk down. He's going to walk like 100 feet away from the oasis and light a little fire. Collect some twigs.
Okay. Yeah. You create a little fire.
I'm gonna go with him.
Sure.
Good idea.
While we're out there, I'm like, you're a paranoid guy, right?
I mean, I wouldn't describe myself as such, but yeah, it lends itself to safety most of the time.
You're a pragmatic guy, right?
See, I like that more. There you go. That's a good...
Are you still 14 right now?
Yes. That is a permanent change as far as I'm aware.
Yep.
Okay. I find it interesting that Zaya and Yanka-san were alone together when he disappeared.
Yeah, I took note of that, but really, isn't Lama the one that's been pushing Captain Ali so hard? I didn't really make anything of it. I mean, I guess she has just been quiet more than anything.
Mm.
So maybe Lama's intentions are true and Zaya's the one that we have to investigate somehow?
I think it'd be good to at least talk to her. Spend some more time getting to know her.
I want to get to know all of these people because I think worst comes to worst, one of us perishes out here, which I fully expect to happen at some point. And honestly, the anticipation is the worst part. But I think if we learn more about them the next time we have to meet them, it will be maybe easier to work our way through this.
Mm.
Kato, Lee, do you want to give me a history check? We'll call it DC 15.
Was this regarding boats, perchance?
No.
I got a nat 20 plus 6.
Damn.
I got a not that.
Lee, you think on the name Zaya. That's not a Nocturnian name. That, if you remember correctly, which, yeah, no, you're sure of it. That's a Lunkman name. She's from, well, her name at least is from the Northeast, one of the steppe tribes.
Oh. Lee shares that very casually, in a cool way. And his voice doesn't even crack.
Roll charisma.
Oh, man. All right.
DC 10
Disadvantage
with
because you're going through
disadvantage because
puberty?
you're 14.
Disadvantage?
Because you're going through puberty.
Oh, fuck you guys. I got a 19 and a 20. Plus 3.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It is
You know,
cool.
I think you should think about sunglasses, Lee.
It is fully
Maybe make you
dark.
look older.
Yeah, cover up the lack of bags under my eyes.
The horrific deaths I've seen over the last 9 years. Why is that? What does that mean to us?
I don't know. Maybe, again, if we think pragmatically, and Lee taps his finger to his temple, maybe she wasn't originally with this trading group. Captain Ali seems to trust all his people, but he also just seems like a trusting guy, which I appreciate. I don't want to take advantage of that, but maybe somebody else is. I don't know. It could be nothing, but I want to get to know more about. Do you remember they said they came on a sand sloop?
Yeah.
Who built that for them, or who bought it for them? Their trading company, right? But maybe they have some familiarity with APOC tech. I don't know. All this is weird. They seem very green. Do you know? Captain Ali seems too scared.
Yeah, that was the other thing I was going to bring up. He seems like he's a little green to be in charge.
He's fresh. They're all terrified. They frankly, they hit a little lighter than I would have expected given the quality of equipment they carry.
Kato, do you want to give me a DC 15 history check with advantage because it regards boats?
Hell yeah, I would. That is a 19.
19.
Nice.
Yeah, you know that these are something that were invented by the Institute of Nocturne, which is a APOC, not APOC research, but it's an institution, a university basically, within Nocturne that is very old and esteemed. And quite recently have begun studying APOC tech. This is one of the things that they have created as part of it.
It's like an academic group.
Yeah, it's an academic group. So it's not an institution that's solely dedicated toward APOC tech, but they do have a department
Vested
within
interest. Oh.
Yeah, they do have a department within them who have recently began investigating and developing APOC tech.
All right. Well, if you get the chance to tell Aila and Connor to keep their eyes open to it, otherwise I'm just gonna keep an eye on her.
Sure. We walk back. I just wanted to light a couple fires so we could see if anything comes like right down the valley towards us.
Yeah. So you guys set a few different fires out and increase your visibility.
Bards have a song of rest. So in the first hour, like, I know we're taking a long rest theoretically, but I want to use that first hour to make it a short rest just in case something does interrupt our sleep for some reason.
Yeah, I think you can do that while you guys are like setting up camp.
Yeah. So just while we, if we're all huddled in this hut and we've got like a fire going and I'm drying my clothes for the second or third time that we've been here, Lee just pulls out his drum and plays a little ditty. So, Song of Rest. If you or any friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of a short rest by spending one or more hit dice, each of those creatures regains an extra bardic inspiration die worth of hit points. So in my case, that's a 1d8.
Are you doing this outside the hut or inside the hut?
Well, I can't hear them if I'm outside the hut, but they can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
So I'll play outside the hut. I mean, I could take first watch anyway if I'm going to be up playing something. So if anybody wants to regain any hit points, now's the time.
Ollie takes that opportunity and regains all of his hit points back.
Yeah, I consider him a friendly creature at this point.
Each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6 hit points. The extra hit points increase when you reach certain levels in this class to 1d8 at the 9th level.
Oh, really? I thought it was the value of my bardic die. My bad.
Doesn't even matter for me. My hit die already regained all of it.
Nice. Yeah, they're separate. Because your bardic did go up to a d8, but at 9th level, it becomes Song of Rest becomes a d8. Okay.
Noted. I will fix that on my text. My bad.
I
No
get
problem.
8 health back.
Aila, what are you doing as you settle in for the night?
I'm sitting here thinking, through everything, thinking through how, what we've been through and just trying to think of what we could possibly do tomorrow to try to help find, young Hassan. I think I'm just going to talk to Captain Ali and get more information. So you guys, how long have you been here now? How many days? You said a week? 7 days?
Yep, 7 days.
And you came here because it looked like a safe place to go.
We came here because we all knew the myth of this place, and the alternative was dying slowly in the desert.
Okay, I understand. Thank you. I'm just trying to think about, maybe if we think back of all the things we've heard about this place, is there, anything that you all have in your, does everybody know the same myth? I mean, it seems to be apparent to all of you.
It's common in this region, yeah. We all, you can see the sandstorm from pretty far away, so.
But there's never been any situations that you've ever heard of like this where people weren't allowed to leave.
Not anything this particular. I mean, there are tons and tons of stories about clerics behaving in different ways, and most of the time they're not very similar to humans. So I find this situation distressing, but not surprising.
Right. And you guys in your travels have not heard of anybody taking baby clerics, or have you heard of anything?
No, I've never heard of anything like that.
Nobody's trafficking in clerics?
No, have you guys? He turns back to his group and they all shake their heads.
That's what's so weird. Can I tell how honest they're all being?
Yeah, give me an insight check. Call this one a DC 10.
11. I rolled
11.
a 5 and have +6, thank God.
You get the sense that they're being honest with you. They don't have a reason to lie.
So, well, hopefully the Kato and Lee will be back back soon, and we can kind of establish how we want to handle our watches for the night.
As you finish saying this, they appear on the edge of the clearing and are walking toward you.
Oh, Captain Ali, you're looking a little bit better.
Thanks. The music that the boy played, has he always been that young? Because earlier I could swear he was the same age as you all.
Thanks for the compliment.
Maybe he was always that young mentally. Physically, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey. Don't talk about me like that.
Kato and Lee,
He has changed while we've been here.
you emerge through the side of the tiny hut just in time to hear her say, he has changed while we've been here.
All right, so do we want to break into watches?
Yeah.
Zaya, you want to team up with me?
Sure. Are you guys unbinding them?
I think now's a good time to do that as any.
Everybody calm? I look every one of them in the eyes.
I look at Lama specifically.
Give me insight.
That's a nat 20.
Nat 20. Yeah, I think that they have... I think you sense that they don't want to fuck with you guys anymore. They might not agree with what you guys have dictated for them, but they know better than to resist.
And hopefully they know this is are going to trust that this is the way to make it through the night.
I don't know that they trust you, but
No.
they do know that that going against you is going to be a bad choice.
They trust in our strength.
Mm-hmm.
Sure,
Yeah,
that's
that's a
trust
start.
in a way. Yeah.
It's a somewhat earned.
The only thing greater than fear is hope. It's a Hunger Games reference. So while looking them over, I feel like because of the suspicion and the conversation Lee and I had earlier, I kind of want to give Zaya like kind of a once over to see, is she following things with really close attention, where she's looking, sort of how she holds herself, that sort of thing, just to kind of consciously observe her.
With her being so quiet, you get the sense that she is used to observing lots of things. She's not being like weird about it or anything. She's not like looking at your weapons, trying to determine a moment to jump or anything like that. She's just taking everything in.
Okay. Are we doing 3 people or 2 people?
Are you all
I still don't see a reason to do 3.
Captain Ali, are you okay with 2? One from your group and one from ours?
Yeah, fine. I think, yeah, that's fine.
Doesn't matter to me. I'm still buzzing from the stab I got to the stomach. So I'm awake. I can do first watch. I glare at Hassan.
And I can watch with Ruby.
Yeah, that is true. Does Ruby sleep?
Yeah, I sleep.
Let's do this. Let's do this rapid fire. Kato's going with Zaya. I'll take second watch. I would like to be with Lama, but I can't do old Hassan.
Okay.
You're just jealous of her shaved head.
Of course. Third,
Connor raises his hand.
cool. Connor, you're going to be old Hassan or Captain Ali?
I'll do old. Old Hassan's fine.
And then Beth is with, or Ayla's with Captain Ali. Cool.
Ali and Aila.
Cool.
Do I have the opportunity to sort of like take Connor aside or anything without raising suspicion, I guess, is the operating?
No, I think you can. Like, there's little tasks that need to be done as you're setting up camp, so it's pretty easy to sidle up next to him surreptitiously.
All right, we'll go gather some firewood and then we'll take first watch while sun fully gets down. Psst, Connor.
Why are you whispering?
I'm suspicious, and this is my indication of suspicion. I am wondering if you could, when Ruby is not sleeping, if she could keep an eye on me and Zaya, and if she has the opportunity, other folks as well. But I feel like we have the best opportunity with her to sort of keep an eye as a third party. She's not neutral, but she's close to it.
Sure, but she does sleep. She needs to sleep at some point.
Okay, then if she can only take one watch, you can have her keep watch with you and old Hassan. I'm just saying keep her on the DL in the background so that whoever is actively on watch doesn't know she's watching them, if she's okay with it. So that we at least have, if somebody sneaks up on somebody else, we at least have somebody watching.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to in the tiny hut or outside it?
Whatever works.
Because she can watch outside the hut so the thing comes on us, but are you worried about inside?
Yeah, are we setting up camp inside this 10 feet radius?
Yeah.
So whoever's keeping watch is going to be right next to everybody else, right?
Yeah, this is a very tiny spot for 8 people.
Well, it's not 10 feet by 10 feet. It's 20 by 20. It's a 10-foot radius.
10-foot radius. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, it's a 10-foot. Like, dang, that's not.
Thought it was diameter.
It's not a square. It's a circle. So
right.
Really, you guys are all in a 15 by 15 area, and then the dome extends a little bit beyond that.
2 pi r squared.
Yeah. We're gonna get math involved. Okay, folks,
it's a pi thing.
Calculator. We gotta measure this.
Aila, are you performing your rituals this evening?
I was going to do it first thing in the morning or early morning, but maybe now might be a good time.
Okay, do you want to tell us about that?
Everybody starts to settle down, and Kato and Zaire are assuming their watch. Aila sits down. She sits with her legs crossed, sits up, touches the ground around her, and then begins to focus. She closes her eyes, focuses on her breath. We can hear the crickets and a few other things outside. She just starts settling into the stillness, focuses on the tips of her toes and the tips of her fingers, the furthest parts of her body, things furthest from her heart, as she can feel her pulse and moves through her body. And her attention is kind of slowly and very deliberately drawn inward. She feels that warmth, her own inner energy that's just feels like it's stirring and emanating from her heart, from the center of her chest. As her attention moves all the way up through there, she feels that energy from all parts of her body just kind of coalesce into as if it's a river drawing to its source.
You feel all of this, and you see in the darkness of your closed eyes yourself surrounded by golden light, which begins to dissipate more and more until you become nothing. You embody this space, and tonight's not a night where you're going to become something else. This is just a night where you stay nothing. Is there anything you do while you're here?
Well, I sit here, I begin to think about what the day is like, and as we're moving into the night, I think about, the moons that surround this land or this planet we're on. In my mind, I can hear myself kind of speak, and just say, Neela, which is the name of the first moon. And as I hear that in my head, I look up to see in the dark expanse above me the pearlescent glow of that first moon. It's just beginning to bathe the world in a soft, very ethereal blue light, like a gentle blessing. It's a guider of dreams, keeper of secrets. And I touch my chest.
Okay.
As I think back to my chest and I feel the amulet hanging on my chest, I say, in my mind again, Aldrian. And I start picturing the silver second moon. It's not up yet, but I know exactly where it is. It's has a soft silver light that casts a dreamlike quality over the land. Kind of a very soothing balm to troubled minds. I think again, Aldrian, watcher of shadows, comforter of the weary. Please give rest to these people tonight. Finally, I think of Cerna acknowledging that fiery red third moon that comes up now. I know we will see it in the early pre-dawn hours. It's nearing its full phase right now. It's going to be a bright promise of the crimson hues that shift back from deep purple to start turning red as dawn comes on. I think Cerna, silent guardian, soother of fears, protect these people as they sleep. And as I work my way through all of those, still with a hand on my amulet, I focus my thoughts on the generations that have come before me, all the people in my history that I know, everything I've been taught since I was a small child.
The golden light begins to stream back toward you and reconstitutes your form. And you find yourself where you left, here in the tiny hut with everyone else. You do anything before you go to sleep?
Nope. This time I'm completely comfortable. I feel like I've grounded myself, revived my energy, and I leave it to Kato and Zaya to have a watch. I go to sleep.
Kato, you and Zaya are getting set up, and she's not saying anything to you. Aila is performing a little ritual behind you, seems to be wrapping up and going to sleep. What are you doing?
Is there like an opportunity, like a location for us to sit and keep watch where if we talk quietly, we're not going to disrupt the people that are resting?
I mean, are you guys are gonna sit outside the hut? I'd say that's fine if you are.
Yeah, just like on the outside of the edge, probably. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. You guys are able to have a quiet little conversation here without drawing outside ears.
I kind of just get my bedroll and put it down on the ground and put my hammer on my lap, and I say, well, we can walk around the perimeter every few minutes or split up on either side, whatever you think will work best.
Zaya sits down on a big rock and places her staff across her lap and just nods.
So what, I'm curious. I've heard least from you. What's your role in the group? Are you, I guess you're a spellcaster or something? Do you just hit people with your staff, or?
I have a couple things. I have a flame spitter and a pharmacaster, and I can do a little bit of fire magic and a little bit of healing.
Have you been with the House of Eros long?
I started 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Is that more than the rest of the group?
No, I'm the youngest.
It's probably not very easy being the only one not from Nocturne in the troop, or at least your name's not Nocturnian. Neither is mine, so I can't help but notice. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Nocturne.
Oh, nice. This is my first time in the country, but it seems like the people here are very interesting. Are you from Kiblik, or somewhere in the desert, or somewhere else entirely?
I'm from the west. Small village. You wouldn't have heard of it.
Probably not.
You do Theaic magic?
I think so. One could say. I'm honestly not sure.
How did you become giant?
It's kind of a long story, but it's something that has been in my family. So it could be that it rolls back to Theaic magic way back when, years ago. Hundreds of years ago, probably. But I personally don't know that side of the family very well, so it's just been something I discovered somewhat recently that I could do. I'm still kind of trying to figure that out.
How did you learn it?
I was, I guess you could say, in a vulnerable situation, and I panicked and had to get out somehow, and that's how I did it, but it's not something I often talk about. So I guess we kind of all have something like that.
So your parents came from different places?
Yes. My mother was My mother's side of the family is from what used to be called Lapita. And from what I understand, my dad's from Taito, one of the warring kingdoms.
My mother came from Lonkman and moved here before I was born. It was a time of trouble, and she came here for safety. And then my dad died before I knew him.
I also don't really know my own dad very well, but that's mostly by choice.
Your choice or his?
I guess it's mutual. Maybe more my mom's, honestly. They had a fling, but haven't been in contact since before I was born, I think. It's not something she talks about. It's not something I'm very interested in prying about either. What do you say we do around, keep an eye on the woods around us?
Yeah, let's.
She was carving runes into her staff, right?
Not runes. They're animals. You can see now that you're close. They're carvings of different creatures.
Yeah, once we do the round, a few minutes later, come back together and I say, you have animals on your staff? What's the significance of that? Is it from your family?
No. I don't know if it's significant, but there was an old man in my village who used to do that, and I always thought it was neat, so I just carve things when I have time.
I've got a few runes I carve on my hammer, too. Something that came from my family.
Is that where your magic comes from?
It seems to be part of it. I haven't ever had it work with someone else using my hammer, but it seems to be just like Aila has her amulet.
Your mom's side?
Yeah, my mom's side. From my grandma.
Hmm.
I think that's it.
Do you think that you'll let us leave tomorrow?
I'd like to. If you would have talked to me a week ago, I probably would have said screw the clerics, but I've learned to appreciate them a little bit more in the last, since I've met the other members of our group, and I've met clerics before these with awesome power and power that I would not want to get on the wrong side of for the benefit of all of humanity. And that's kind of scared me straight into taking a more conservative approach when it comes to starting fights with clerics. So I'd like to resolve it by finding their child. I'd like to find young Hassan as well. But honestly, I'm not sure. Taking it probably just about one step at a time, as much as you are. You were on watch with young Hassan. Did anything happen that might point us to where he might be?
He went off into the trees to relieve himself and never came back.
You didn't hear anything?
No, he was just gone.
Do you think he left on purpose?
Yesterday, I was so scared of what they would do to me if they thought that I let him leave. And Lama was so angry. I don't know. Maybe?
Who would do to you?
Not anything to hurt me. I didn't want to lose my job and disappoint my mom.
You were worried about the other traitors?
Well, if
retaliating?
Not even that, but if there are reports and my boss found out, and it's not, I don't know. I don't know that I would be fired, but it's not a good look.
What did he say to you, young Hassan?
He just said he was going to take a leak.
But nobody got in an argument with him or anything the day before, or anything that might make him decide to leave?
I mean, we had been talking about leaving. All of us. I don't remember him being any more anxious than... Well, he was pretty anxious, I guess. but I was thinking more about myself at the time.
What's your theory about what happened to him?
I normally try not to believe in theories. Maybe he did run off. But if he did, and she looks out to the sandstorm, where would he have gone? Where could we go?
Kato just kind of stares off at the wall of sand. I don't know. We could walk into the sand, but who knows if we'd be able to come back. Or leave it all. And he just kind of sits there quietly for a bit till the next watch.
Zaya sits and stares at the sand with you for a few minutes, and then turns back to her staff and begins carving it again. During the shift change, you guys wake up Lee and Lama and head to sleep. Lee, as you and Lama are getting ready for your shift, she's not saying anything to you, but she's giving you lots of dirty looks.
Yeah. That's fine. What's she gonna do? Punch a 14-year-old?
Destroy the child.
I want to take up the same spot that Kato and Zaya were at, so I want to be just a little bit further away from the hut.
Cool. I think Lama purposefully sits 15 feet away from you.
Okay. Can I how close of an eye is she keeping on me?
She's more focused on her work. She's a soldier. She's you get the sense that she's been a soldier for quite a long time. But whenever she gets a moment, she does kind of glance back at you, give you an up and down, and then go back to looking for threats.
Okay. Yeah, Lee tries to inconspicuously scoot a little bit closer so he doesn't have to shout to talk to her. And says, "So you had a fuel leak on your sand sloop.
Yeah.
Damned infernal machine, right?"
Damned infernal machine.
Yeah. So not your idea to use it then.
That's classified.
Damn. All right. Well, what does it take? Is it Crifacine?
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter now. You said you wrecked it, right?
Yeah, it's over there. She points toward the west end of the river, the wall of sand. Just inside that wall there.
Is it in a lot of pieces, or what
No,
are we talking about?
I mean, it's busted up. It's all busted. We breached and hit a rock, and the front end is all broke open, and that hole is going to need some work, and then we got to figure out how to patch up that tank. I don't know why I'm saying this. We're probably best just leaving it here at this point, unless one of you guys is a carpenter and also a metalsmith.
No, I think we have. I mean, we
got tools.
Kato work on ships, but
we got tools, but we don't have know-how. So
yeah, I can't do anything for you there.
Damn it all, right?
Are you? How old does Lama look?
She's 40.
Oh wow. Okay. In my head, she was a lot younger for some reason. Forgive me for saying so, but it does kind of seem like all of you are a little less experienced than I would expect, given the equipment you're carrying.
Wow, what do you mean by that? I've been working with the traders unions for 20 years.
Okay, I guess maybe not you. Maybe Captain Ali. I don't know. I didn't see you fight.
Captain Ali's young, but he's good. He's smart. He's, he went through all the schooling and everything that I didn't want to have to do.
Yeah, but he's scared.
Him. Well, it's fucking scary. I'm scared too, but you're not going to see me showing it.
And that's the difference, right? It's experience. You just it seems strange is all. I don't want to question your ability. If you tell me you're experienced, I believe it. It just.
Well, where's this coming from? What makes you think that we don't have experience?
I don't know. Okay. So we got into a fight with some traders at another village, the House of Philia.
Okay.
And they beat our asses. There's no other way to put that. We were we were clubbed to death is the only way to describe it. So it was just a little surprising to not immediately be clubbed to death. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you beat our asses, and they beat your asses. So that sounds to me like you guys maybe ran into some special ops.
Right. Like, yeah, I don't know. I guess I just kind of thought all traders would be on the same level out here, but that was my only experience fighting traders. Don't worry. We don't make a habit out of it.
I mean, if they tangled with you guys and, came out on top, based purely on my experience of doing the same, I'd say you guys ran into some, higher level people. I've been doing this job for 20 years, but I'm just a soldier. I'm no special force. I applied to that a long time ago. Thought I did a really good job on all the exams and everything, but you really got to be something else, like a real specimen from birth. It doesn't just take hard work, is what I mean.
Yeah, it takes luck.
Yeah, but maybe more so, I just mean some people. Yeah, maybe a cleric's blessing, something like that, or just born different. That upper 1% of the 1% of top, athletes in the world.
Okay, well, yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. Hey, listen, weird question. Do you have, hair clippers?
She pulls a dagger off her waist. I just use this.
All right. Okay. Probably not the best time, but do you think you can cut my hair in the morning?
Fuck it, why not?
I'm not a fan. Did you see me when we first got here?
Yeah, you grew hair. I saw that.
Check this out.
That gizmo you got there, you might want to get it checked out.
Yeah, it seems not good, right?
It doesn't seem like it's working right.
Yeah, Lee pops the fuel tank out of his katalyst and hands it over to her. The katalyst over to her, not the fuel tank.
She kind of looks at you a little suspicious, but her curiosity gets the best of her, and she takes it, looks it over, looks down the barrel of it, examines it. How do you work this thing?
This one's like an instrument. Hey, I had another question for you. Sorry, yeah. I guess I just kind of glazed over that. Have you never seen one of these?
No, I've never seen a katalyst in well, I take that back. There was a military parade a few years ago, and Eric Alexiou of the House Eros that I work with, he had one on his hip, but I was so deep in the crowd, there was no way I could really get a good look at it.
Okay, well, yeah, they're like, I don't like saying it because it does sound like I'm reading from a handbook that the Malus Empire gave me, but they're tools to manipulate Cryphocene to generate magical effects, like similar to Thaic magic, right? But this one is like an instrument that I haven't really figured out yet. My other question.
Well, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
How'd you get your hands on this?
Yeah. So,
because
has Captain Ali?
You're not a noble or anyone who could afford this, just based on the way you're talking. I don't think that you grew up like that.
No.
So you
being 14 is not helping me right now.
Yeah.
I'm normally a pretty good liar, but I'm not that worried about it. I don't think any of this is going to matter in the next 2 days. Has Captain Ali ever killed anybody?
I think Zaya's the only one who hasn't killed yet.
So you have?
I've had to.
Okay. I haven't yet. And I really didn't want you guys to be the first bunch of people we had to kill for some reason.
Okay.
And I don't know. I didn't really have any other thoughts past that. I thought, when I came into this, I thought maybe you guys weren't that experienced, and so I could connect with you somehow over that. But it seems more and more like it's going to have to go that way. And I just don't really know how to handle that. Is it self-defense? Is it always self-defense?
Not always. I guess, you sit down and talk about it long enough and logic your way this way and that way. You could convince yourself or someone else that it's self-defense. I try not to think about it that much. It is what it is.
It seems like a pretty laissez-faire way to look at taking a life.
I don't think that. I don't do it for no reason or flippantly. I'm a soldier. My job is violence. I could try to justify it to myself as self-defense or holy, or someone else would have to do it. Doesn't really mean anything that it's me. I personally find it easier to not think about it that much. It doesn't help me, is all I mean.
Do you know what? I just remembered I did poison somebody, but it didn't stick. So, I guess I've done it once. Sort of.
Everyone I've killed, I've done it to their face.
Yeah. Well, glad we didn't have to kill you guys.
Don't know what tomorrow holds.
Yeah, if it comes down to it, and I really hope it doesn't, this is a very selfish thing to say. I have experienced, I'm not going to elaborate on this. I feel I have experienced death. So I would prefer if you have to kill somebody, it not be me. Just if it comes down to it, if you get the opportunity and it seems like the right thing to do.
Well, you do me a favor in return. If you have to kill us, she turns and looks at Zaya. Put her out of her misery fast.
What?
If you have to kill us, don't make her suffer.
Oh, just because she's young?
She's still innocent.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't think we'll have to, but yeah, I can do that. All right. I guess we'll just keep watch. Thanks. And I look forward to a haircut.
Yeah, we can figure that out in the morning. You sure you want to let me get that close to you with a blade, though?
You got a shaved head, so I figure you'd know what you're doing.
Well, I wasn't meaning that so much.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. It's whatever. Like I said, I'm not sure any of this is going to matter in like 2 days, so.
What do you mean by that?
Call me a nihilist.
Maybe it won't matter to you. There's a lot of other people who could matter to, though.
Yeah. It's hard to explain. If I ever get the opportunity, I'll tell you. If we get out of here.
Don't have anything going on at the moment.
Nah. No, I'd rather not get into it right now. Lee holds out his hand for his katalyst.
She places it back in your hand. You guys ride out the rest of your shift. That is where we'll end our session. Definitely a slower episode, but that was fun.
I liked it.
I was waiting for you cut my hair right now? Sure.
I thought about it. I really thought about it. It would big like Finn and Jake in the freaking like extra episodes of Adventure Time where they do like the barber thing just to calm Finn down. Like Lee's having a panic attack about killing somebody and a stranger is cutting his hair.
She's gonna shave your head.
Reset.
Yeah. Something jumps out of the shadows and she just straight up stabs me.
I'm confused on this one. I was pretty persuaded that Zaya like had something to do with him disappearing, like as in she did it. But now I'm like not. Kato's not really feeling that. It's more like he wanted to go and she's keeping a secret.
I just don't know if I'm going to ask him to sign anything. I'm like, what am I going to ask him? Question.
I don't know. He seems cool.
Yeah, I just don't know what to ask. Like,
just talk about something, you know?
Hey, that weather's crazy.
Yeah, that weather's pretty wild out here. He says, yeah, I've been stuck here for a week. Shut up.
I was stuck at sea for like 3 months.
If we do this again, like if we have another loop, I think we should ask Skeleton Face if he'll come with us through the portal to persuade them. Sorry if you can hear my cat screaming in the background.
I think that's a really good idea. I was trying to figure out what state the sloop was in because if it was a Cryphocene tank, it's like we have access to an immense amount of fuel. Like, actually, if it was possible to fix that sand sloop, we probably could help them get out. But I really don't know. I'm assuming one of the two clerics is keeping the sandstorm up at this point. So, like, if we do end up having to kill them, maybe the sandstorm goes away. If it doesn't, oh well. At least we just have to deal with the sandstorm and not two clerics hunting us. But like,
we don't even know that the sandstorm is being held up by them.
That's what I'm assuming, but it could totally not be the case. The sandstorm could just be its own thing.
Well, I'm saying, like, it could be its own thing, and they're the only things holding it back.
Yeah, they've made the sanctuary. That's true. That would be awful. We kill them and immediately get closed on a sandstorm.
Yeah.
Let's also not forget that Aila's allowed to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Aila's allowed to leave, but that was said under duress. He said that when we charmed him. I do not know if that still holds true.
Any thoughts on what you're hoping to see in the next session?
Some fucking closure.
I think I'm actually gonna try to like find where they lost him and try to figure out if he like just up and disappeared or there's a path he took.
Yeah, I really do want to kind of see us. Like, I think it would be neat for us to, especially with Connor being a ranger, like track this dude's moves. Like, we know where they were watching from. We know where he theoretically was when he said he was going to go take a leak. Like, it would be kind of cool to be able to track what evidence there might be. If this place if there's a sandstorm abound, but this place isn't touched by it, then it's not like the footprints would have been rained on or something. So it'd be neat. We have a little like investigation episode. I kind of want to see the investigation go into the cave. I feel like that would be a cool way to round this off, is like we chase the tracks into the cave and we confront the clerics again, and either we kill them or they kill us. But I like that we've teamed up with these traders. I think it's really cool.
But also realize these traders are kind of weak. Like, they
No, I think we're just wicked strong all of a sudden.
I don't
Wicked smart.
Wicked smart.
I don't know. That
Takes a pet like no
we
problem.
We brought them down pretty quickly. I almost feel like we need to be careful. We don't want to lose the NPCs, okay? We gotta keep them alive as long as we can.
Yeah, but if we think about, like, this is something that, I mean, talking to Lema made me think about it more, but like when we tried to fight the three guards, Azza, Arwa, and
Aaliyah.
Yeah, Aaliyah and Aila. That was getting very confusing for me at first. When we tried to fight them, we really did mostly get in there with melee, because like I didn't have a lot of spell slots, and also we didn't really like plan ahead to fight them. So, and they have really good armor. It was just impossible for us to land a solid hit, and what few hits we did land like did not do very much damage because we were weak. I'm wondering if like magic missile does 12 damage, or has a chance to do 12 damage even on its first cast.
15.
Or 15 damage even on its first cast if you're lucky, regardless of like armor level. So I wonder if maybe they're not as strong as we think they are, and we were just really, really weak.
Or we just had bad rolls.
I think all four of you were exceptional people leading up to this. But what you're realizing is that you are very rapidly becoming more exceptional in a way that has not happened before.
Yeah, I mean, like, I really like the story implications of it. I love discussing this stuff in character, so I don't want to like get too far into it. But like the whole thing about us learning new spells, just like at random as we go through this, that's sick. That's such a cool like idea, that just going through shit is making you learn more magic. And I still have to get into like how I'm learning more katalyst magic. That's something I still want to touch on, but like, it's cool. I like it. I think it's neat to talk about. Kato's gonna at some point. Kato, do you get a new rune eventually?
Yeah, I think it's next level.
That's gonna be
Cool.
fucking sick. That's gonna be so goddamn
That'll be
cool
awesome.
the first time you use that rune. It's like you have the runes on your hammer already, but you've said previously that you can only activate like one or two of them.
Or at least I've tried to carve the other ones before and they haven't worked, so I just carved the ones that I know. Yeah.
So like eventually it's gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm trying this one for whatever reason, or it's calling to you or something. Like, it feels like the right moment, and then you can just like bang it out. I love that. Yeah, I think we'll get to that in character at some point, Jake. We'll talk about how weirdly strong we're becoming.
Level 7's actually where I get full access to my class.
Oh yeah?
That's what I actually spike. That's the spike.
Nice.
I get something at level 6.
I don't really have a thing to ride yet.
Oh, that's true. You're a cavalry guy, aren't you?
I'm cavalry. I have stuff I can use off a mount, but
how did you end up cavalry being on a ship?
Riding, being on the ship, you ride things.
Oh, about that one, bud.
No,
the ship I was stationed on had a mechanical bull.
Pegasus rider.
Connor's steed is going to be a phantasmal dolphin.
So I will advise you guys, it'll probably be this. It's going to be a big step up in time before you get your next level, most likely, unless you find a way to speed run it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we're doing milestone, and there are set milestones for all the remaining levels.
So we're a long way from the next milestone, is what he's trying to say.
Well, the only thing we've really done is the solving the village issue. Yeah.
Well, we've done the village, and we've gotten Tiflamin back together.
Yeah.
And the pyramid was something that you guys dove into under-leveled, to be honest. So
we haven't figured out the person who killed me.
That's true. I would love to do that. I'm so excited to level up again just because I want more spells. Like, every time I have the opportunity to get more spells, especially the wizard spells, I'm like, fuck, I could do some crazy roleplay shit with some of these. I think I said to Jake at one point, it would be so cool to have a modify memory or similar, or mind reading, so that I could if I get something like detect thoughts and I disguise myself as Connor, I could really easily find an assassin.
You cast detect thoughts and Connor starts glowing because he's a thought.
Nice. Nice. And with that,
and that's it.
That's where we'll stop recording.
Good night, folks.
bye.
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 Thanks for listening. Echoes of Malus is created and DM'd by Jake Parsley. Connor is played by Justin White. Lee is played by Anthony Mott. Aila is played by Annabeth Parsley. Kato is played by Drake D. White. Additional writing and combat design are provided by Zachary Cox. Our audio editor is Drake D. White. Our music is by Public Circuit. And our concept art is by EternalGem. Your producer is me, Leanne Jay. We'll see you next time.